Alright, hello everyone. This is just going to be a quick video talking about the joke April Fools in 2026, just for anyone that missed it and wanted to see what was up. I'm not sure if I'll make another one of these ever again, because it's a lot of effort for, only a couple of people to enjoy them, but I'm pretty sure they enjoy them. I don't know, they're actually kind of fun to make, so maybe I'll do something like this again. Alright, so I'm pretty much just going to spoil all the solutions, essentially. So what's going to happen is people are going to read blah, 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 and they're going to get to page 4 and they're going to pick a path. So what this is actually the path that you pick determines the order of stuff that you unlock. Now, as we already know, we've revealed Inkburner long version, we've revealed Seal the Deal long version, and also Null Par's long version. So actually, whichever one you pick is the one that you'll get first, and you'll unlock the other two progressively later, and then Amaryllis will be at the end. So look, it is pretty much what it is on the tin. You pick red, you'll turn to page 9. You'll turn to page 9, you'll get a little blurb, and then it'll tell you to go in another direction. Now, there's two ways you can do this. One, you can do the insane way, which is to map out every single connection and try and get words from them. Or, if you look on page 4, background is actually hinted. And if you just read through a couple of these pages, you'll find that its descriptions in the first line is actually referencing a song that has been mapped throughout a joke tournament at some part. So let's say we pick power and we go to page 9. You find yourself in a world where a great fire reaches out for a hug. It is, of course, Embraced by the Flame. And Embraced by the Flame, if you check the background of that song, it is very red. So you know you're on the red path. So let's continue. We want to go augmentations next. So we'll go to page 49. Let's check out page 49. You find yourself in a world where humans have overcome their limitations by incorporating science and technology into themselves. It is, of course, transhumanist, which is another red background. So this is how you know you're on the right path. The blue and red and purple paths intertwine and they don't deviate from each other. Like you'll always be on a red or a blue or a purple path. You won't be able to leave it as long as you follow the instructions. So let's say you picked a 44 instead of 49, right? You find yourself in a world where everything feels good, like a brain is encouraging euphoria through a flower explosion. It is, of course, the Sakura Burst song Serotonin. This one was very hard to write specifically because I felt people might be confusing it with dopamine by U1 Overground. But as we know, serotonin is a blue background, and this is how you know you're on the blue background path. Once you get all of those, you'll reach the end, which will indicate that it's at the end. And once you get your red and blue and purple words, whichever word you unlock first, let's say we unlock the red word first, you get this page. You get this page and you'll unlock specifically the red song long version. It just gives you a little blurb. The blue and purple ones are all the same. They all say the same thing. I know this is probably a pain in the ass for anyone that has sight problems with particular colors, but that was the gimmick we were running with. So unfortunately, it's not not for colorblind people, but alas. So once you get your word, it says maybe you can find it somewhere else. As many people have noticed, there's just a giant list of 6-letter words hidden here up to the 111th page. So some cool stuff here. I'll show you some Easter eggs. If you go on page 69, all the words are replaced with nice. But let's just say we've gotten our first word. I can search for it, I can click on it, and it's actually a hyperlink, but not a functional hyperlink. It's actually an incomplete hyperlink. As you can see, it's HTTPS, D for document, which this is all done on Google Docs. So just looking at the URLs above, you can see document /D/ and then a string of, I think it's 45 characters. And so you'll get a list of the URL and you get 2 blanks, which spoilers for the next one. Right. Show this one. You'll get a blank from the red one. Then you'll get your list of characters. And then you'll get a blank at the end for the purple one. That'll give you It'll give you a URL, and then you can go to the forbidden page 53. And once you go here, I'll give you the choice of, so let's say you picked red and you want ink burner. Once you reach this, I'll give you the choice of, do you want the blue or purple unlock? So you can get the second one. Now, this one, it's a bunch of blurb. And basically it gives you the whole screw the rules deal. Like, why am I following these strict instructions, right? The strict instructions only take you to maybe 20 pages when there's about 51 hovering around. So there are other things. The title up here also hints as sort of what you're doing. Like a journey through joke is you're going through the steps. You're going, you're weaving in and out through the pages. But this one is a journey between joke. You're going to go between all of the pages that you've sort of skipped over. And you get this string of letters, and it's pretty much the same deal, right? You'll like go between it. So let's say I pick, 11. You find yourself in a world where emotional lovers escape to some city somewhere. It is, of course, the title track, which is neither a red nor blue nor purple, although it's like kind of orangey, so this one might be a bit difficult to tell. And then this here will just go in a loop. So like 20 will go to something else, to something else, to something else, to something else, to 47, back to 11. And there will be a couple of ones that make loops, and the loops will spell out these words. These words will give you instructions, and the instructions basically tell you get rid of this to continue. Unfortunately, Google Docs, for whatever reason, you can't attach a URL to an image. What I wanted to do is I wanted to put an image here so that you couldn't like highlight text, copy it, and move it to another window and then go, oh, something is amiss here. I wanted to put a URL on an image so that you definitely had to move one image out the way to access the other image. So, that's a Google Docs shortcoming, and it might have made the puzzle a little cheesable, but that's how you solve that. And then that gets you to the legendary page 54, where you'll get the third unlock that you haven't received yet. And at this point, if you weren't aware that these were all referencing songs mapped in joke, it's pretty clear here. Guess we better put these titles back together. And it's pretty much just making sure that you get to experience all of the text that was given. So, for example, page 35, 9-1. We'll go to page 35. Here we go. You find yourself in a world where David, Josh, and Patrick are competing for the most internet points, but none of them are actually winning. It is, of course, high score. And you can definitely tell it's high score because the first digit here, 9, indicates the length. High score is 9. And then number 1 is you'll take the first letter, and you'll just do this for all of them. It'll give you a statement. And then once the statement's done, you submit it, you unlock Amaryllis, and that's it. It's really cool. The unlocks, I'm not going to show them in this video, but it's basically you just get a link to a private YouTube video which has the small little reveal video, like Ink Burner has like a little MV at the start, and as does the other 2 extended versions. So that's it. So I think that's everything. I'm not sure what else to say. I'm pretty sure that's everything, and I'm pretty sure we absolutely haven't missed anything.